I think it's absolutely imperative that women take on really have a strong identity within the sexual erotic world of themselves, right? Because if we don't, then that leaves us vulnerable to be taken advantage of, to have someone else tell us how we should identify and what we should be doing with our bodies and how we should relate to sex, right? And so if we don't have that sense of empowerment in that area, well then it leaves us vulnerable for someone to have power over us. And I've seen that often in sex trafficking, where, women just weren't, they just didn't have that self-identity. So they've been fooled into believing that, being sold for sex is a way in which somebody shows that they love you, or that is what sex is supposed to be used for a man's pleasure only. That's not true, right? So I really wanted this character to embody the energy that represents a woman that is making her own decisions and is in control when she is in this sexually charged environment. So that, there is no taking advantage of, and there's still self-respect and dignity, and most importantly, celebration. And one of the ideas that's really important in this movie is that sex and how we interact erotically and sexually should always be a celebration. Never ever should degradation be an aspect of a sexual communication. And that was one of the aspects that was deeply important to me in making this movie. And more importantly, it was an aspect that was deeply important to Channing. And I have to give him all the props in the world. And that is why I took this role on. And I have to tell you, it was tricky to do because of the advocacy I had done, but to have a man like himself that has as much influence as he does in Hollywood, and having been a part of this industry and that be an important component to him, I had to take that ride. I had to take that ride. I really did. And I told him, I said, I don't know where we're going to end up.